In our last exercise, in my old game, and I included some different game. It's typical move order in order to avoid Slav defense. A typical position for Panov attack. Okay, first question. B6. B6 is bad move. The first question, why?
Arman proposed knight d5. And Ilya proposed the same knight d5 and then queen c2.
Two variation. Knight takes d5, e d5, it's easy, no? Yes. Bishop takes h7, queen takes, queen c2, queen c6. And white positional idea to exchange bishop c1 for bishop e7. But if queen takes d5, small calculation. It's necessary to see three moves, as in Kasparov combination. Two first moves is very clear moves.
Ilya proposed bishop e4 here.
Bishop e4, of course. Queen d6. Knight e5. Bishop b7, and now finishing touch.
Bishop f4.
Bishop f4, of course. Two threats, knight g6 and knight takes c6. And black can't defend all. Okay. It's interesting when a famous game, Reshevsky-Fischer was move a3. Fischer played with black. It's one game of his famous match. And in this case, a3 instead rook e1, knight d5 doesn't work, of course.
Now we are looking at the same position. Knight d5.
Yeah. Oh, we will follow now. Now one question. Black can play bishop d7. And after this move, white can take, and play knight e5. Knight takes e5, rook takes e5, for example, bishop e6. At first glance, it's very normal position. But in reality, white is winning.
Rook e6, Daniel proposed.
Rook takes e6, pawn takes. Now queen h5.
Probably yes. Maybe h6, bishop take h6, maybe bishop f6. It's enough for black. Maybe.
Yes, maybe it's not so clear. Rook f6 also is playable. It's not winning variation. But okay, test it. In practical game, of course, we will calculate it. Rook takes a6. It's logical. The right move is queen h5. After g6, what is the idea?
Arman proposed queen h6.
Yes.
And Daniel then proposed rook h5.
Rook h5.
Yeah.
Very correct. But it's necessary to calculate a little bit more. Rook a8. We take h7. King f8. And now it's necessary to one exact move. Which is move? For example, white can lose very easy. Bishop
Daniel
a6,
proposed b3.
b3. Interesting idea. It was in famous games. Smyslov, Kerry Smyslov.
Queen a5 maybe.
But if king is 7,
maybe queen f5 because I tried.
Yes, it's better move. Double defense and attack. But it doesn't work. Good move is only bishop take g6. King e7. Now because it's very strong threat.
Bishop d2.
Bishop d2. But black is winning. Rook h8.
Not so easy. Any other ideas? Bishop f7, proposed by Moshe.
Bishop f7. Correct. And after rook h8, what to do? Very nice variation.
Bishop g6 by taking.
This is better. Bishop g8.
The same idea.
Take. King d6. Bishop f4. Bishop takes c6. If queen move, check, winning queen. Okay, need to follow back. In the game was different point. Game was rook e1, knee b6, knee bishop d7, knight f6. I played bishop d5. Modern move a3. Bishop d5, b6, queen d2, bishop b7, rook a d1, and typical way of playing blockading pawn. Petrosyan also played with b. Rook c8, knight e5, knight b d5, and I played here queen d3. And my question, what to do after knight takes c3, pawn takes c3, queen d5? White has very good move, queen h3. Why?
Calculate in your mind.
Because if white play on normal f3, it's not good idea. Black is blockading pawn, b5 probably, and black is better even. But white has move queen h3.
Ilya said that we threat bishop f6 and bishop e4.
Oh, okay. Knight takes pawn, takes queen d5. What his idea?
The threat is bishop f6 and bishop e4.
I can't understand. Which move? Now it's
No. Maybe
G2
like
mate.
you proposed queen h3 and an idea is bishop h6 and bishop e4.
At first glance, black is okay, but really, black is losing. Why? I know only one game with this variation. Polugaevsky Hasin. Hasin, a player, was very interesting life. He lost his both members in Stalingrad battle, but he lived 99 years. He left us last year only. But he lost this game against Polugaevsky. Why? Which move is winning? White have here f3 move. And it's double threat making. If h6, it was in a game. Bishop e4. It takes. Rook takes. Bishop takes. And after knight d7, white is clearly better. It's playable still position, but okay. Lost. One interesting moment with this game. In the first round of Moscow Grand Tournament, 67, in the first game, Bobotsov Petrosyan was rook d3. No, excuse me. Instead, queen d3 was rook d3. Knight took c3, bc3. Petrosyan played bishop a6. He suggested draw. And White said, okay. And after a game, Tal explained to Petrosyan his mistake. What was Petrosyan's mistake? He thought that after bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6, rook h3, it's draw. But of course, it's not draw. Why? Why? Who can see? Tal explained it to Petrosyan. It was not draw. Petrosyan didn't see it.
Bishop h4, proposed by Moshe.
What?
Bishop h4.
After. First, of course, we take it. Bishop e2, bishop h7, king h8, bishop, for example. Bishop h4. But it's also one example of chess psychological situation. Why Petrosyan didn't see it? It was first round. His head was not prepared. And Petrosyan, as I know, never used exercises to improve your chess abilities. Never. But before first round, it's very good to solve some position, to give your head to work. Okay, in the game was later. Really, at last position. Last. White move is here.
Yes, explain
Both
an
sides.
idea. Explain an idea.
Yeah.
Question.
White has here many moves. For computer, 10 moves. And more or less the same evaluation. Tend to understand this position. What is this position? What's the strongest piece for black? Strongest piece, of course, is bishop d5. That's why I invented the idea bishop c2. This idea is pawn sacrifice, of course, but with some compensation. But computer says what it's slightly better than other 9 moves. After bishop takes c2, bishop a4, no, queen c7, firstly queen c7, of course, queen c7, into rook e3, bishop a2, knight a4. Was crucial moment in this game. We both was a strong time trouble. And black has 2 moves. Rook d5 or knight d5. First move. Second move is exchange sacrifice. Petrosyan style. It's very normal move. But black player thought what he was clear better. It's not necessary to sacrifice exchange. And he played rook d5. Sincerely speaking, I didn't calculate here nothing because I have only 5 minutes and I understood what if this move doesn't work, I'm losing. Fortunately for me, it was correct sacrifice.
Rook e6 position.
Rook takes e6, of course.
By Ilya.
My rival, taking only some minutes, played very interesting move. Rook, bishop d8, because rook h5 is very strong. Also, I thought maybe 5 seconds. If this move is loose, I am losing. Rook de1. Take. Maybe last exercise.
Queen e8.
Very normal move, but bad move, because knight g8. Not mate. And I am rook down. It's very important to control his moves, because after this sacrifice, it's queen 8, it's very natural move. But if we are more strong to our moves, we could see what knight g8, defend all, white is losing. More prosaic idea. Famous Russian expression. If you choose between mate and winning queen, choose winning queen, because mate maybe not, it's not mate. It's this position precisely for this guy. How to win a queen?
Knight e5.
Knight c5?
E5.
e5, but rook takes e5. I'm losing immediately. Bishop a2, it's still alive. Nobody see how to win a queen. Okay, knight takes d8. Queen takes d8. Queen f7. Mate, only move. And now rook e8. It's really finishing game. The game was rook e5, e2. I played g4, it seems to me, and he lost on time, but in any case, the position is lost. Check here, check f3. He's losing.